So today I'm talking about Flubber, a 1997 Disney movie starring dancing green goo, and I thought it'd be a great idea to wear a green shirt. I've made that abundantly clear that that was not a good idea.
Yeah, you're dumb.
Yeah, but silver lining. How many fingers am I holding up?
How are you doing that?
Green screens. Green screens.
That's not how green screens work.
How many fingers now? How many fingers am I holding up now?
That's uncalled for.
Hello and welcome to the Nerd Cage. I'm your host Alex Young, and joining me behind the camera is the illustrious. If you're like me and grew up in the 90s, one actor left an indelible mark on your childhood: Robin Williams. The comedy legend appeared in or lent his voice to so many family films of the decade, it's impossible to not have at least one that rings with nostalgia. Hook, Ferngully, Aladdin, Mrs. Doubtfire, Jumanji, Aladdin 3, the good sequel, and in 1997, Flubber. 1961's The Absent-Minded Professor was remade 36 years later with Robin Williams as Professor Brainard, who is so absent-minded, might I add, that I'm pretty sure he's got early onset dementia, but that's a conversation for another episode. Flubber was co-written by John Hughes and features Jodie Benson, an actress best known as the voice of Ariel from The Little Mermaid, providing the voice for Weebo, a flying AI laptop that I wanted desperately as a child.
Is that true?
Yeah, that is true. Every Christmas I wanted a Weebo. Wasn't a thing that they made. Recently, Flubber was added to Netflix, and although not a critically well-received movie, I remembered it fondly, so I strapped myself in for a night of high-octane nostalgia. But on this viewing, I noticed something really weird about Weebo, which brings us to tonight's topic. Is Weebo a sociopath? Short answer, no, because I came up with the title before actually Googling the word sociopath. But she does have some severe psychological issues, such as an Oedipus or Electra complex. Weebo's in love with her dad, and it's super weird. I know what you're thinking. Alex, you're just reading between the lines and inferring things that weren't there. You, let's get into it. Also, spoilers? But it's 20 years old, so fair warning. Since the professor is so absent-minded, he's created Weebo as a personal assistant to keep him on track. But within 5 minutes of the movie, she's already sabotaging the most important day of his life: his wedding. And it should be noted, this is the third time he's attempting to get married, and spoilers, does not make it. Mother Shooter McGavin. Has every other failed attempt to get married been a direct result of Weebo's tampering? Probably, although he is very absent-minded because of love?
I'm not absent-minded because I'm selfish, crazy, or inconsiderate. I'm absent-minded because I'm in love with Sarah.
Professor.
Okay, so at work she just has a bit of a crush on a creator, and at best just doesn't like Marcia Gay Harden. Moving on. After a heart-to-heart where Robin Williams explains that he's in love with a human and this presents issues a computer couldn't understand, Weebo comes to her senses, explains that she's been altering his calendar, and is going to fix everything. Just kidding! She Googles a bunch of models, amalgamates into a hologram, and forces herself on the sleeping professor. You know, perfectly normal Disney stuff.
God. I gotta turn this thing off. This is so embarrassing.
Unfortunately, towards the end of the movie, Weebo was brutally murdered by Buffalo Bill. But for real. The professor is heartbroken by the loss of his daughter because he knows he is unable to repair her. She was a fluke of science he was never able to recreate. He even muses on machines having souls. Some real Ghost in the Shell philosophical biz. However, with her dying breath, Weebo reveals a file, which is hosted by her sexy hologram, because of course it is.
A full and complete design of me is in this file. You didn't forget it. I never showed it to you. I've made a few changes. I've removed a few of my flaws and added a little of you.
What? You made a robot love child with your creator? That's so weird! Even weirder than the hologram thing, which is extremely troublesome. Surely Dr. Brainard realizes how weird this is and doesn't build it. Cut to it built. Marcia Gay Harden, please be the voice of reason and tell me you talked some sense into him.
You may now kiss the video screen.
Free of sabotage, and you still Skype into your own wedding. Why? Pourquoi? Flubber's a classic and holds up surprisingly well, with a questionable subplot. Check it out, let me know what you think in the comments. Thanks for watching The Nerd Cage, and see you in 2 weeks.
A fortnight.
Fortnite's 2 weeks. It's I was trying to remember who sings that song. You know, the dad crying one. Harry Chapin. We're the Chapin gang members. The Chicago Chapins.
But then we get tied up with the Chafins, who just wear really
Tight pants. Yeah, they wear Ross's leather pants. Okay. Hook.